something called the 5-star shout out.
I love to say this line. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make you know what I'm talking about.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We up in here. We up in here. I'm appreciating everything. Today is a good day. I love it. It's happy Saturday. It's a little raining outside in Philadelphia because that's where I reside. But the chocolate girl, on the other hand, where you at, chocolate girl?
Hey everybody, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm in North Carolina and it's in the 30s. And I'm like, what is going on? Let me see if it's still 30. Let me see what it is. It is now 52 degrees, it says. It doesn't feel like 52. But it was 30 in the 30s yesterday. And I was like, what in the world is going on? But it's Saturday, my favorite day of the week. I'm so glad to be here. What's up, Dennis?
Not much. It's a good day today. I'm enjoying myself. We got some things to cover, you know what I mean? We sorry we told y'all Mr. Steve was gonna be on this week. But he'll be back on. He just had a little issue. He'll be back on. We'll try to get him on around the end of this month. But besides that, I'm here. Happy to be here. Enjoying myself. I want to know exactly how your week was, chocolate girl.
I've had a great week. Slow motion, nothing eventful. Didn't feel well at the beginning, but slowly I felt better throughout the week and got to see my son and my grandson every day. So you know me. When the family's around, I'm better for it. Better for it.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. And how about you, Dennis? How was your week?
No, week was good. I seen family, enjoyed myself, went to work. I felt real sick on Thursday. I was real
Really?
sick.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sick and dehydrated.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of that dehydration. I'm telling you, it sneaks up on people. People do. Some people, not saying you, but some people don't realize how important water is. Drinking
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
And then they'll fall out and go to the hospital. They think it's something else. No, you're just dehydrated. That's a
Right.
serious thing. Hmm.
Very serious.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to realize. But like I said, besides that, it was a good week. I definitely had a good time. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself. Things are starting to come along the way that they should have been about 4 months ago. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm in a 4 month delay. So the
4 months.
ball's
A
starting to
4 months.
roll in. 4 month delay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I feel on that. But besides that, um, we just got some things that's going on in the world. Now I just believe certain things just need to stop. Um, let me start with this, because we don't get too political here. That's not what we really do.
No.
But a lot of people are talking about this Trump campaign. And how could you
Mm.
vote for Trump? What's going on? There's a
Mm.
lot of other things that's out there to be voted on. There's the House, which there's a lot of seats up this year in this election. This is a big election year. It's a big election
Mhm.
year, and don't just be sitting there fooled because you heard they was giving out money over here and doing this over there. That's usually what they do in an election year
That's
to
right.
keep you fooled. You know something else they usually do? It's a lot of construction going on in the election year.
Mm-hmm.
You always you knew that bump, you knew that hole in your block to be there for 40 years. All of a sudden now it's patched up. Better pay attention.
It's just a
Better
patch.
pay attention. That's all I'm telling you. Pay attention. It ain't just about, you know, oh, we can't vote for Trump 'cause this and that. We can't have Biden in there because the last 4 years been stale. Yeah, well, like it or not, them the only two walkers you got. All right? Like it or not, them the only two walkers you got. And if you want to vote for Trump, I ain't vote for Trump. If you want to vote for Trump, that's on you. That's all I'm saying. That's on you.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna
And you know,
he gonna find his way in or around being a president. It's popularity contest. That's what I'm gonna say on that. That's on you. You think because Trump got you money during a pandemic that Trump is the man? Did he get you any money not during a pandemic? How about the time not during a pandemic he had a government shutdown? You don't remember that?
mm, and didn't care. He did not care about it. He said it. Oh well.
There was a there was a disaster in Puerto Rico, and he went through paper towels. They forget about all that, but he gave money
Hmm.
out to us during the pandemic. I know
Well,
that's what
let me
you want to do.
first of all let me debunk that myth. Actually, he did not give the money for the pandemic. He didn't give those checks. He didn't even allocate the money. It was the House and the Senate. It was the Senate that passed that through. The Senate is who gave that. The Senate and the House of Representatives. The Congress gave us that money. It wasn't the president. That's why he had to insist that his name be on the checks because he wanted people to think that he did it. That's why he did it, y'all. Wake up. He did not give us those checks. All right? Let's just get that out of the way, as you like to say. Let's get that out of the way. He didn't even do it. Y'all giving this man credit for something he ain't even do. Oh my God. I've never seen
Yeah.
anything like this before. It's
Yeah,
disgusting to me. Disgusting.
things just gotta stop. That's what I named the show. Things gotta stop. This gotta stop. This gotta stop.
It needs
But
to.
since we got the that election ish out the way, y'all make sure y'all go out there and vote. I'll be out there voting. Pay attention to what's going on, not just the presidential election. Pay attention to everything that's going on and when you vote.
Right.
Yeah, pay attention who got advertisement and who don't.
Yeah.
They give you those poll tickets with certain people names on 'em, and certain people names ain't on it. That's just to let you know who they rocking with and who they not rocking with.
Mm-hmm.
Pay
Yep.
attention to
Yep. I just think people
it.
just need to wake up and pay attention, especially if you look like me and Dennis. You guys need to look at what's really going on in this country right now. And look hard because while y'all sitting up here worrying about what Cat Williams doing and Wendy Williams, well, hey, I pray for her and I hope she gets the help she needs. She's not gonna
Mm.
put money in your pocket. She's not going to ensure that the next generation of people have a good education. She's not in position to do any of that. This is what you all need to be focusing on. Not did he have fun with men back in the day? And now is he having sex part? I don't care. It's not affecting my life. I got a grandchild to think about. I want to leave this world better for him. And I'm telling you, if you want to be back in the old Harriet Tubman days, then keep not paying attention and letting this stuff happen because that's what's happening.
Yeah, because they'll keep taking your worst neighborhoods and let y'all shoot them up, bang bang, and then they'll buy everything over there and move you out and build up some stuff over there. Yeah, I've seen it with my own hands. I've seen
Gentrification. It's happening.
I've seen the projects. I've seen them take the projects, which the projects was in a white neighborhood, but it was a bad projects. They took the projects, sent everybody out of there, and knocked the houses down, and then turned it into a nice neighborhood.
That's what they do.
And those projects was right off a highway. A matter of fact, I'm gonna bring somebody on the show who used to live in those projects, so he can, better explain on things that happened and what was going on. But yeah, and we was at those projects. This is crazy. Shout out to everybody that was at East Falls Project. Shout out to you. But Sharon, you know something? It's always some other things going out there in the world. Relationship issues, people who can't really sit there and seem to grasp what's going on. So we're gonna start off with this one. Let me start with this one.
This guy found a waxer who was willing to do men, but his girlfriend was very paranoid and very much like, so she does what? She does you wear? Like, what is she looking at? So the girlfriend like insisted one day that she come
And sits in
and
there.
sit and want to be there and present and just check it out. 'Cause he's like, you'll feel better. Like, you'll realize that it's just a service and it's just a professional thing. She gets there, and apparently the girlfriend is immediately so upset because she realizes the waxer is a lot younger than she thought she was going to be. And she just walks up to the waxer and lets her know, hi, I'm Jimmy's girlfriend, and I just wanted you to know that I exist. And the waxer's like, okay, Jimmy, you ready?
Cold classic case.
Of what?
Cold classic case. I'm gonna tell you something about this, Sharon. I'm gonna tell you something about this right here, right? That girl was so paranoid about the woman that waxes him that she probably would say, "Oh, you don't need to go there no more because that girl, is just so much younger and beautiful and all that," and then will send him somewhere else that does the waxing, right? And she pays for it, and that'll be the girl he get pregnant.
Exactly. Shut up, Dennis.
I'm telling you, Sharon. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Listen,
Oh man,
I'm telling you straight up. I've had.
where's Lynn, man? Where's Lynn's third event when we need him? The love
I'm
doctor.
just telling you.
We need the love doctor on here today.
Listen,
We can tag him.
just here to tell you that these things can happen. I know a homie that had a jealous girlfriend, and he used to get his hair braided because his girl couldn't braid. He used to get his hair braided, but he had to go, deep in the hood to go get his hair braided because the girl that braided his hair, even though she did a great job. So his girl was upset about it because she didn't like that he was going deep in the hood to go see this girl, and this girl was pretty and all that, but he never do nothing with the girl. So she decided, oh well, I know another girl that could braid your hair, and I'm paid for it. And he went and got his hair braided by the other girl, which was her girlfriend. He started having sex with her girlfriend.
Something magical about when you let somebody put their hands in your hair. Something about that.
Man.
There's a connection that I can't explain. I used to have a woman who was my hairstylist. Shout out to Angie Bell. She was a magician with my hair. But it was something about the way she made me feel when she touched my hair. My hair would just come alive. My hair was healthy. Even when I was going through chemo and stuff, she worked on my hair, and my hair was just strong and healthy. And when she stopped doing hair, because she went into nursing, she got her degree and everything and went into nursing, so she stopped doing hair. I had to find another hairstylist. And when I went to these new stylists, I was like, listen, I'm funny about who I let touch my hair. And I just want to, interview you first, find out why I should come to you. Because I take this very seriously. Right? I went to see this one lady one time. Never again. I just didn't feel good about her touching my hair. Plus, she didn't do respect what I told her I did and did not want. So that was a wrap. But I've since found another stylist, and she's pretty good, and I don't have any complaints about her. But that one thing, there's that one thing. So you have to be careful who you let touch your hair. Now, first of all, how you feel about the chick being insecure about who's doing his hair in the first place, Dennis? What do you think about that?
Uh, if you don't like nobody else touching your man, then you need to learn how to wax yourself. All right. And now the days he need waxing, he's gonna come right to you. And if you ain't willing to do that shit every time, and if you don't, make him feel good, he will still go out and pay somebody else to do it. I think your insecurities is what's gonna hold you back from a good relationship.
I agree. I agree. I just think it's a little bit ridiculous. Um, us girls, we love to sit around and talk about problems, we have with our men and stuff. Sometimes I don't do that anymore. I've grown up to learn that's not really a good practice, but women tend to do that. You get together, be like, "Hey, girl, blah blah blah, woo woo woo," and mm, I wouldn't have her. I wouldn't have her doing my man's wax. I could pretty much hear that from some of her friends. But see, when you listen to those friends instead of listen to what's right, you make the type of mistake that she made. And this is my thing. I'm going to go further to say she doesn't even need to learn how to wax. What she needs to do is stop being insecure about somebody else touching her man. That's absolutely ridiculous. Waxers are there to perform a service. It's like a gynecologist that's a man. A male gynecologist is there to treat the woman. They're not there to look at somebody's private part and get off on it. That's not what they do. They look at it as a medical profession. It's the
I
same thing
don't even.
for a waxer. It's the same thing for a waxer. They're not there to look at your genitals. They're there to get the job done and get paid and get on to the next one. So to me, this woman being insecure, it's her issue. It's hers, her issue, and hers alone. That's where I find it. I told you, Dennis. We were talking about it before the show. When my friends come to me talking about their man, and be like, "Girl, I went through his phone, and I told you before, I stop them at that. You went through his
Right.
phone. Oh, I don't even want to hear the rest then because you went through his phone. You shouldn't have to go through somebody else's phone. Man going through the woman's phone, the woman going through the man. Neither one of them it works. Neither one of them is right.
Mm.
And the way I've always
Um,
well,
I always say check patterns before you go to the phone.
no,
That's always been my always been
I'll
my
check.
answer.
I'll check a pattern. I'm not still not going through your phone. Because the way I
Yeah,
figure
I
it,
check that.
God's gonna bring it out. Whatever it is, it's gonna come out. It always
Yeah.
does. I don't have to go searching for it. I've said this on this show many times. Why,
I
especially women, why do we do this? Why are we looking for it? Chasing ghosts, is what I call it. Why? It's ridiculous.
they,
It'll come out.
I'm gonna tell you what they say. What's been said to me. Let me tell you what's been said to me, and I've heard it said to a couple other my homies. Oh,
Mhm.
they've had dreams and their intuition is telling them that you out there doing something.
Okay.
That's what's been said, you know,
Okay,
and
but
that's what I've heard.
Dennis, nobody's women's intuition is stronger than mine. I actually believe that. It's a gift. I can't shake it. Had it forever. But I'm still not going to go chasing for it to validate it. If it's a real women's intuition, what you seeking validation for? If it's real, it's real.
Yeah, but
I don't need to seek it. I mean, these women that are telling you this, that's them. They
well,
don't
they
know
don't
how to
have
use
that strong.
they
They
don't know
don't
how
have
to
that
use their
strong women's
gift.
intuition. They don't have that strong women's intuition that you have.
They don't know how to use their gift they have. It
That
doesn't
too.
have
Well, maybe
it doesn't
maybe
have to
theirs
be
is weak.
strong as mine. Yeah, it doesn't have to be strong as mine though. But if you believe
Theirs
it's
just might be
real,
weak.
then follow it. Act on it.
It's crazy because some of these girls has been dead wrong.
They don't have the gift. That's just their insecurity talking to them. That's not their gift talking to them. You know when you
Uh,
have the gift.
I listen. I've been through my girl's phone and always I was right. So,
But
but I'm
see,
not one to just immediately go through your phone. I'm literally watching your pattern.
but Dennis, I will tell you, I can guarantee you, even though this has already happened in the past, that if you had not gone through her phone, you still would have found out the same result. It would have come out some other way. You did not have to go through the phone to find this out. I'm telling you.
Maybe
No, I'm
it
telling
probably
you.
would have it probably would have took longer, and I would have been in too deep.
I will tell you again, God will take care of that, honey. You ever heard the
Yeah,
expression? Have you ever heard the expression the Lord takes care of fools and babies?
fools and babies.
Yes. And so when you a fool for love and you got your heart in and they do stuff and you find out, God gonna take care of that heart afterwards. He gonna take care of it. I don't care if you just in it or in it for the long haul. He's gonna take care of you, honey. He gonna take care of you. And that's I just had to get to that realization. I'm not looking through your phone. Let me tell you, the man can leave the phone sitting there with no password, no nothing. It could be sitting there right in my lap. He could tell me to answer his phone. I'm not answering it. I
Mm.
ain't doing nothing with your phone. You hear me? I'll hand it to you, let you answer it, but I'm not answering it. And when I'm handing it to him, I'm not looking to see who called.
June said, "I found nothing."
Yeah, well, June, I'm just saying, we live and learn. Now, I'm not saying I didn't make my mistakes in my early 20s. I did. I did some silly bonehead stuff, but
Oh,
I'm
in
old.
my
I'm
20s, I
older.
did so much shit.
I'm older and wiser now. I'm just trying to give y'all some. I'm just trying to help. I'm just here to help y'all.
That's
Just here to
it.
help.
We just here to help. That's it.
Right.
Happiness.
Just here to help.
Happiness is what you need. Happiness.
What's up, people? Let's say hello to the people in the comments. June, Jay, BJ. Thank you for
Man.
listening.
Don't forget my guy Donovan.
Donovan in here. All right. Welcome, Donovan. Thank you for listening. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going in her purse.
What you mean? What you talking about? My hair done and a headset. This is the same old headset they've seen me use before, BJ. It's nothing new. But I am a wizard. Yes, I am. Thank you. I'll wear that proudly. The wizard. That's me.
Yeah, I'm not going through no purse at all. My grandma told me a long time ago, don't you go through no woman's purse. You'll be
No, you never.
embarrassed.
Yeah, you will. You will be embarrassed. No, I don't even go through other women's purse. Even with my sister, she'd say, go in my purse and get something. It's a weird feeling. I don't want to go in there and get it. I will do it if she insists that I do it, but it's like, uh-uh. It has to be something that's on top. You know what I mean? I don't want to dig through her purse. I'm not digging. But if you say it's right there, then I'll get it. But that's it.
Yeah, I ain't going through no woman's purse. I'm cool. It's too much.
Yeah.
First of all, it's too much shit in there. That's number one. It's too much shit.
Yeah, because we do try to bring everything but the sink with us in that purse.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Too much stuff in there.
Hmm.
But then like when we like it's kind of crazy. They carry all this stuff in the purse. So then when they don't feel like carrying a purse, right? When women don't feel like carrying a purse, they will slide just what they need. And then like my girl used to give it to me because she didn't feel like carrying anything. She's like, no, I'm gonna go have a good time tonight. I want to just be loose. So here, you hold my ID, then you gonna hold the phone, you gonna hold like hold up, dog. Next thing you know, you got ID, phone, you got flats in your pocket. Like hold the fuck up, player. Like, wait a minute.
No, I never did that.
Halfway through the joint, You done switched out flats in your pocket. Now you got heels in your pocket. That's why you always see. You ever see married men out with their girls? They always got cargo pants on. Why? Cargo pants are designed for you to hold heels. That's why. That's why you got cargo pants on. They designed for you to hold heels. That's what it's for.
Well, listen to me. When I was in my club hopping days, you did not see me in heels. I didn't go in heels. I wore sneakers, jeans, t-shirt, sweater. That's it. No purse. I had my ID and money and my keys in my pockets. Had no purse. If I had lipstick on and lip gloss, I had that in my pocket because I had on jeans. I didn't do all that. So I didn't need to carry flats with me and all this other nonsense. The only time I would have anything else in my hand is when it was raining and I bring an umbrella. That's it. No frills. But I met my man in the club. So I did something right.
Man, that's a good connection. Good connection to meet somebody. A lot of people say you ain't supposed to meet people in the club. That ain't
You're
no
not.
way to get married.
Mm-mm. You're not. But I swear to God, he looked at me. I looked at him. It was love at first sight for both of us. It was a
All right, it
weird
was a
thing
connection.
that
It was
never
a good
happens,
connection.
but it happened. Hey, it is what it is. And now we got a son 30 years later. Woo.
Yeah. But
So
see,
anyway,
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. People always be talking about, oh, it's hard to fall in love. No, it's not hard to fall in love. It's hard to stay in love.
that's it.
That's what it
That's it.
is. It's hard to
That's
stay in
it.
love.
That's it. That's
That's
what
a
it is.
hard
But
thing to
why?
do
Why is it so hard to stay in
because
love, Dennis?
you get bored and it's like the same old thing, and you're like, no, I deserve more. I want to do better. But besides you saying that to your partner, hey, we deserve more. We want to do better. And when I was by myself, I wasn't going through these things that I'm going through now, and I'm with you. And I hear a lot of women say this one. If I was doing this by myself, I shouldn't be struggling when I'm with you
Mm,
because now
I
I
ain't never
got
heard
two
that one.
two there's two incomes in this household, so we should be much better. But what they
I
don't factor in is we moved from that household that you used to be at that was only 600 a month to now we're paying 1,200 a month. These bills ain't as light as they used to be when you were at 600 a month. These
mm,
kids ain't as little as they used to be when you was at 600 a month. See, they don't factor none of this in. They just say, "Oh, well, back then I was doing all this by myself, and so now that I got you, it should be even easier." No, you know why it's not easier? Because we ain't coming together and communicating and saying this is what we need to do. We don't have a plan set out. We need a plan. We need a board. You. These are things you need to do. You need to sit. This is the reason why you see businesses have these meetings and have boards. Okay, because they need to know where their money's going and the future of what's going on in their company. If you think some hot sex is going to get you through a relationship, then you need to be paying for sex. That's what I'm here to tell you. This is going to be some of the
okay.
roughest things you ever seen. If you're upset because the man that you with hasn't hit a stride that you want him to go to, it's going to take him a while. He's going to have to go through some things. You're
Well,
not
what
going to
about
like what he's going to go
what about vice versa? What if he waiting on her to hit a stride and
through.
he
If he
don't think
waiting on her,
she
she may have to take a while to go through something. She may have
right,
to go through some things.
right. So shouldn't he be patient
I've
with her
seen
too?
I've seen women that went from one way, wanted to be, out there doing their thing. I ain't gonna put it out there like, but it was out there doing their thing, just like the men was, but they wasn't being responsible. And then next thing you know, they got hit with some responsibility and did not like the outcome. So you know what they said? I'm not letting this happen.
Mm.
That's what I'm not letting this happen again. And when you get to a point where, oh, I'm not letting this happen again, usually you get your stuff together. This ain't gonna happen no more. Like I ain't getting evicted from this house, or I ain't getting put out nobody's crib on on a Saturday at 11 p.m. They got to get all my stuff out, embarrassed with my kids and everything. That ain't happening to me.
Well, I don't understand. I think that people marry for the wrong reason a lot of times. And I think that's the reason why it's hard for them to stay married, because they got married for the wrong reason to start with. It wasn't even about the love, it was about something else.
Hot
And
sex.
well, maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but it's something else. It's not about the love and how they felt with each other. It wasn't because they felt like I can't picture my life without this person in it anymore. And I want to share my life with her. I want to make his or her life better. And it was none of that. It was just a business arrangement. She checks all the boxes. It's just whatever. It's not about anything that's going to keep a marriage together. So I think that that's what happens sometimes. But hey,
I don't think that's a. Well, we go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I'm going to say to Trisha Joy, I don't think that that's just a man thing. Like she said, men don't marry for love.
Oh, men don't marry for
And that's
love.
man. I don't think that's just a man thing. I think that is truly a people thing. There's women out there that hit 30 and will be like, "Oh, I gotta be married." Why you gotta be married? I gotta be married with some kids. I'm 30 and this and that and you know what? Shout out to Elise and I can't think of the girl name, but they got a podcast come on Friday. They were talking about being over 35 and not having no kids and not being married, and the things and the stigmatisms that come to them and the things that they had to go through, proving to people that it ain't nothing wrong with them. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Me in my 20s, if I met a girl that was over 30 and she wasn't married and ain't had no kids, I ain't gonna lie to you, Sharon. I thought something was wrong with that coochie. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like ain't nobody take you serious. Nobody.
And that is so unfair. It's
That,
so
that's what
unfair.
But I had this. I had to stop thinking like that, and I had to
But it's
realize.
it's it's so unfair. People do not understand how hurtful that is. I can understand what Elise and her co-host is talking about. I had my son at 28, right? But I had never been married. Been in a long relationship, but I'd never been married. See, and then after me and his father broke up, and I'm out here single with a child and never married, and people are like, "You've never been married?" I was like, "No, I've never been married." And you could just see their face. You could just see what the thought bubble above their head. They didn't say anything, but you could see what they were thinking. What's wrong with her? Well, nothing wrong with me. And that's the reason why I never let it bother me. Well, I shouldn't say never. I did in my early 30s. But then as I got, older and wiser, once again, I stopped letting it bother me
Hmm.
because yeah, I'm not there's nothing wrong with me. Yeah, everybody's got to work on themselves. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I always knew I'd make a great wife. And there's reasons for that. But I just didn't find anybody that I knew fed my soul. That's it. I had some great relationships, had some loves in my life. I think I've mentioned before, I'm friends with all my exes. We still keep in touch. And it's cordial and wonderful. And they call and check on me, text and check on me all the time, and blah, blah, blah. Still cool with their families, all of that. Just didn't feed my soul. So, soul not fed, you can't get married. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, Trisha Joy, you're absolutely right. I was part of the problem. You're absolutely right on
The one thing I will say about you, Dennis, is, and I'm saying this to tell this to Trisha, you have always been very honest about how messed up you've been as a man in these relationships.
that.
You have always been honest about it and said, "Yeah, I was dumb. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I was stupid. Yeah, it was
Because
wrong."
you got to when
You
you
know,
when you start taking accountability for the things that you did, it makes you sit back and be like, I got to be better. But when you
yeah,
start pushing it off to Oh no, it wasn't me. It was oh, it wasn't when you start that. It wasn't me. Then you ain't, and you realize, oh, ain't nothing for me to fix because it wasn't me. No, it was you.
Right.
You was the problem.
You
You
had
you
your
were the
you
issue.
had your things. You had your things.
Right.
Trisha said, men marry for looks. They'll leave you for a prettier girl and will accept being miserable. That is true in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
But
that
then,
ain't for me.
Trisha, I have
I'll
seen
take that every
men
girl in a minute.
be with a gorgeous woman and leave her for some ragamuffin looking, horrible looking
You wanna
chick.
know why? You wanna
Hey,
know why?
it happened to me. I can tell you.
Because they usually say the ugly girls got some
Stop.
good.
Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop right there, Dennis. Stop. Only thing I can tell you is they always try to come back. That's the only thing I can tell you. So
I wouldn't
must not have been that good.
as the man that I am now, I'm gonna tell you like this. I want to be in a relationship where I am happy. I want to be happy to come home. You understand?
Right.
Like I want to be so happy to come home that I'm out with the fellas and a couple things go wrong. I mean, like not really wrong. I mean, just like wrong. Like the bartender took too long with my drinks. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. I'm going home. Like that's how happy I want to be to go home. All right. Just can't wait. Hey, dog, I'm we gonna be here for a couple minutes. Get a drink with y'all. I'm going back home. Can't wait to go home. But when you don't like me at home, I gotta go to the house. Come on, man. Let's go to the after hour or something. Let's do something.
Hey,
Man.
hey,
Something.
we all had that friend that when they pull up at the house, they're on the phone with you, right? And they
Yeah.
pull up at the house, right? And they're still talking. You be like, wait a
And
minute. Wait a minute, didn't you tell me you were on the way home? Did you get home yet? Yeah, I'm just sitting here in the park. I'm just sitting here in the garage. I ain't ready to go in the house yet. I'm like, oh gosh, okay. Yeah, I'm single. I'm glad I'm single because I don't want to be. I'm like you. I don't want to be in a
and you can
relationship.
and
I
those
don't even want to
words
go
that they
home.
say, those words that they say mean a lot. Oh, I don't want
Yeah, I don't even want to go in the house yet. I'm like, what?
to. Yeah, you gotta watch how what they say. I don't want a house yet. I'm not ready to go in the house yet. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get there
and
when I get there.
I've been happy my whole life, even being single, honey. I'm always ready to go in the house. Even when I was living with a person, I was always ready to go in the house. I didn't sit 15 minutes in the parking lot like, oh God, what's gonna find? What am I gonna find when I get? Never. I don't know what that's like.
Um, I want to go straight home.
But anyway, so you got another video, don't you?
Yes. Let's get to this other video. Gotta
A
watch.
problem and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything you don't like. It says my 16-year-old daughter feels entitled to my child support I get from her father. How would you handle this? I also think her father is putting things in her head. Either way, the money he sends is for me to care for her, and she doesn't grasp paying my bills, which also benefits her siblings, is part of this. And this is the text that the daughter wrote to her mom. My dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support. When I ask for something, you say no. Also, you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Aaron and Jess, who I assume are her other siblings, and likely they don't share the same dad. That's just my assumption. Sorry, what was it? Okay. When I ask for something, it's always a problem, and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything. If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying you, if it wasn't for me being here, she misses some words, and my dad paying, you couldn't afford to keep the house. I do love you, but I feel like you take advantage of having me here. I'd rather live with my dad, and I just want you to know for it to happen without making a big issue. I don't think it's right. I don't benefit from my dad's child support, yet you spend it.
Well, I don't know. I can't really say there got to be something more to the story. It just sounds like a spoiled child. Because
Wait,
Oh, she's
no,
spoiled.
let it finish. Just let it.
That sounds spoiled to me because I don't think that it is the child's place to get the money directly.
If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying you,
Mm, mm. It's this is a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to go first on this one.
Um,
Mm,
well, first thing I want to say is child got to stay in the child's place. That's the number one thing I got to say. Child got to stay in the child's place. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. Now, here's where a child can manipulate parents, and they're good at this. Kids are good at manipulating parents, and parents don't see it because they're too busy fighting with each other.
hmm
They don't see the manipulation from the kid. She should have never known how much that child support was. Those are things that I don't understand how kids know these things. There's certain things you should never know. I never knew about income tax growing up. Know about how much money such and such was getting. I didn't know none of that growing up. It wasn't until I got about like 14, 15 that I know about income tax. And then it all made sense that everybody had a fresh Easter outfit. Because I was like, how everybody getting money to get these fresh Easter outfits? This don't even. I kept saying that, but I never really, it never registered to me that, oh, they get back income tax money for these kids. Oh, that's how everybody getting these fresh Easter. Okay. But like I said, I was about 15 by the time I found out about income tax. So, like I said, you got shouldn't the child should not know what's going on. The mom and the dad need to be a united front, no matter if there is a child support situation going on, because y'all have a child together. Now, do I think 1900 is probably too much? Yeah, maybe it is. But I ain't the one that that's down there in child support court, so I ain't the one that got those problems. At the end of the day, that little girl sound like she about 16. That 1900 about to run out. It's about to smooth run out. So whatever's about to happen, I can guarantee you this at 18, you ain't getting 1900 a month as they run out. I can guarantee you that. You can let your dad trick you into thinking that you was gonna get that whole 1900 you live with him. Shit. Now I can guarantee you that. He ain't paying that money. Now he'll make sure that you good for college and tuition and make sure you got all the food and things that you need and clothes and everything. But that still ain't 1900 a month.
hmm
I'll let you go ahead, Shane.
Well, okay, let's start at the beginning of the letter that she wrote to her mom when she said, my dad told me how much he pays you for child support. Remember earlier in this show, I was telling you how when my friends come and talk to me and they say I went through my man's phone and I'm like, I'm done. Remember I told you that?
Right.
I'm done. I'm done with this too. Why would her father tell her? Why is he telling her how much he pays in child support? I don't
Now,
care. I don't care if it's a situation that the girl came to him talking about, Daddy, I'm mad at you because you don't pay no child support. All he has to do is say, Yes, I do. And I have the receipts to prove it. Well, how much did you pay? Well, that's not an amount. That's not something that we need to be discussing, uh, Chelsea. But I do. Just trust me, I do. I'm taking care, helping to take care of you. That's it. You got to be an adult with it. That's her. He's her father. He's not her man, and he's not her brother or a friend, a cousin. Nothing. That's her dad. You're supposed to protect your daughter, and bringing her into adult situations is not protecting her, and it's not benefiting her.
mm,
Let children be children. Stop making them take sides. You're not supposed to say anything to that child that's disparaging against the other parent. I can say my son is 30 years old. I've never said anything about his father disparaging to him to cloud his judgment or thinking or anything. I've always praised him to him and around him, within earshot of him. He never even heard me dogging him out to one of my friends on the phone. Nothing.
And that's how it's supposed to
That's
be.
how it's
But
supposed to be. This dude is wrong. The father's wrong in that regard. That's one.
what if the story's the other way around? What if the mom been dogging her like,
Same
oh
thing.
Charles,
Hey,
Charles,
wait.
but now
Same
she,
thing. Same
but
thing.
see, this is why I think, and I'm not there, so I'm not going to sit here and say it's on the woman or it's on the man, but I think it's too much talking between both parents about both parents.
Right.
That's what I think is going
That's what
on.
I'm saying. And,
Right,
and
and
I'm
and
sure
and
I'm
that
sure
and
that's what
that's where the
I'm
child gets that manipulation. Like, oh, so this our dad talk about mom.
well, this is
Oh,
what
okay.
this is the
Dad,
reason
did you
why I
know?
said this is the reason why I said it probably started out that the mama said something to her. And so she came to the dad like, well, I'm mad at you, dad, because mom said or whatever. Or you are you even helping? Are you even helping me? We don't have whatever, whatever. And then he probably had to tell her, well, yes, I am. It probably did come from the mama saying something. Probably. I'm not saying it's 100% true,
And it probably
but
started because the daughter, she knows she could get stuff from her dad. So she started pushing the envelope. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, daughters get you in a special way in your heart. So she started pushing the envelope. Maybe she wanted some Jordans. They take $250. Dad, can I get these Jordans? Why you ask your mom to get the Jordans?
mhm.
Well, my mom ain't really got the money. What you mean she ain't got the money?
I pay her $1,900 a month.
Right,
Yeah, I know.
there,
Yeah, I
there.
know.
And,
But but
and
but but my
but
point is
or
my point is I don't give a darn what she came with. He should not have told her how much he pays a month. That's my point. I don't care. There's no excuse for that man to do that. There was no excuse for the woman to even put her those thoughts in her mind if this is what happened. We're just going through this for example, folks. I'm not saying this is what happened, but if that's
it's an example.
what happened, they're both wrong. That's one. But two, let me get to my second point. The daughter talked about how the daughter told him what she's over in the household spending the money on.
Ooh.
That shouldn't happen either.
Mm.
That was something else that stuck out with me. What happens in this house stays in this house. You don't go telling nobody what I spend money on. And you don't go questioning what I spend it on. I'm taking care of your raggedy tail. Ain't no snotty nosed kid gonna come tell me how I need to spend money in my household. I've been writing budgets. I got budgets older than you. You ain't even been on this planet. You have no idea what it takes to run a household. And that money is to take care of my child in this household. That money is not an allowance for you, chick. I mean, I just, I'm just like, what? You don't go telling him what I spend this money on. No, that's wrong. That was my second point, my second thought. And then my third, she's talking about she uses some of the money to take care of the other siblings. How does she know? How does she know? How does she know that the mom has a bucket of money and this money right here, she just fanning it out between three children instead of one? How does she know that? She doesn't know that.
Unless you
If
know the
I
mom ain't got no job.
if all I got is my money, well, even if she doesn't have a job, then she's getting assistance from the state. I guarantee you. She's got three kids. She's on somebody's public assistance if she does not have a job or she has a disability check. It's one of the two if she doesn't have a job. So regardless, she's got a bank account and all the money's going in the account. You don't know what she's spending what money on. Kid, that's when I say kids should stay in the kids' play. Let me tell you something. Growing up, my sister and I, we did not know about anything that they did. Only thing we know is every month the mortgage was paid, lights and water on. That's it. That's all we knew. We didn't know what struggles they were having. We weren't supposed to know. None of our
Right.
business. We're kids. We're supposed to be kids. Everything
That's
is
it.
supposed to be sugar candy and roses and diamonds falling from the sky. We're not supposed to be knowing about the tax man and the insurance man and the bill man and who paying what. We're not supposed to know that.
And I,
Budgets
and
and
I could,
taxes and gas and light. We ain't supposed to know that stuff.
and I can bet you, and I think that girl about 16. I could bet you her grades ain't up to par, and she probably got a little boyfriend.
I don't know where you going with all that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's just too
To
much.
me,
She's just
to,
doing
to
too.
me,
She's
to
doing too
me,
much.
to me, she just sound like one of those girls. She mad about the phone. She took my phone and blah blah blah. She just want to get her way, and she probably does want some $250 Jordans. She probably want some $300 fake hair to put in her hair so she can go to school with her hair all like that. That's
Right.
probably what she wants. Yeah.
Now let me tell you. Let me tell you another one of my bad flaws that I had to get over. In my 20s, when I was going through all that child support stuff, I used to be upset if I heard a story about uh the girl's not spending money on the child, to spend money on other things. But then later on, I had to get a realization and see things differently. That money goes for whatever the hell she needed. What she cannot do is come back to you and say, I need more money.
That's exactly right.
That's what she cannot do. So whatever money
Right.
you agreed on and the court said, hey, she getting this a month, that's what she getting a month. But what she cannot do is come back and say, hey, I need some more money because no, you can't. You're gonna have to go back to court and see if you can get more money that way. You cannot come to me and be like, oh yeah, I need some more money because I no. And
Well,
when I learned that and I paid attention to that, I ain't care. It's kind of crazy because my daughter's mom actually has another child, and I don't care what she spend money when I give her money. I really don't.
Well, listen, you shouldn't because the obligation from the court is that you pay X every month and you pay it. There's no mandate from the
Mm,
court
I
telling
mean,
that woman what she has to put that money on. None. It
none.
just says you got to pay this. That's what it says. That's it. That's it. So you can't worry about what she's spending it on. Now, only time it should concern you is if she brings you back to court to say, I need an increase. Oh, you better darn well say why you need an increase. You better
Yeah.
be able to show it.
And
That's it.
I gotta take off of work for your thought of an increase.
To
Oh
come
yeah,
down there. Right. You got to be
you
able to
better.
bring it. So why worry about it?
And I
You
give
know,
you
the common thing that these men say is, I don't want to pay child support so that because I'm not paying no money so she can spend it on some other man. That's the first thing they say. It's bull crap.
it is.
That's not even not
I
nine
used to
times
say
out
it.
of
I was
10.
one of them.
That's not even the concern. That's not even a real thing most times. Because most of the time these women are so pissed and hurt from you leaving them, they're not even in shape to even be seeing another man right now.
Hey,
Anyway, but you worried about some other Negro. Why? And then let me address this comment. BJ said mothers use the kids as weapons. Dad said he gonna get his one up. Talking about the video.
right.
It's still wrong. Two wrongs don't make it right. You ever heard of that? Two wrongs
Sure
don't make
do.
it right. So if she's using the kid as a weapon, him getting his one up, what is that achieving? Absolutely nothing. All it's done was stir this up and make a situation worse. Did not solve a doggone thing. Nothing.
Last thing I'm gonna say. That little girl need her ass beat. Wish you would write me a letter like that. You need your ass beat.
No, I'd be like Trisha said. Oh, you want to go live with your dad? Oh, here, let's pack your shit. You
I
can
don't
go
think she
right
can
on over
afford.
there.
I don't think she can afford for her to go live with her dad.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's what the girl said. The mama ain't co-signed that she couldn't afford to keep that house without his money.
I don't. Yeah. But
See what I'm saying?
I think that's. But I kind of think that's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be the. See, I don't
No,
know these.
I
I wish
don't
I
kind of
knew these
think
people.
that. I don't
I
kind of
wish I
think
knew.
that. I think the
I'm gonna
child.
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
I
why I
think.
say that though,
Mm-mm.
man.
I think she's assuming. I think she's making a huge assumption that she couldn't make it without his money. But what she doesn't understand, especially as a single mama, we make crap happen. Just when you think we can't afford something, we make that stuff happen. It's like magic. We magical up in here. Don't tell me what I can afford. I done made it through. Raising my son by myself, I pulled miracles out the air, honey. But that's just
Man,
what we
we never
do.
say that she can't. But usually, I'm gonna tell you what usually happens. When the child support, and I've seen this a lot, when the child support run out, when the kids turn 18 and no longer child support
Oh,
paid,
I
run out.
mean, to the day it is
Yes.
cut off. I would never forget it. When it happened to me, I was like, dang, he made sure not one day over.
Uh,
Oh my God.
and you handled it the right way. It's some women they be upset. Like
I,
they didn't plan a
listen,
life without this money.
listen, listen, Dennis. I did not file for child support until my son was 14 years old.
Mm,
And that was only because I didn't have a job. I ended up losing my job, moving at the same time, and couldn't find another job quick enough in the middle of a horrible recession.
mm.
So I had to file for child support. He was working, I wasn't. That's the only reason why I did it. So I only got it when he was 14 and a half. So I only got it 3.5 years. The rest of them years I did it on my own totally. And finally in that little bit of child support that I did get, it was enough for groceries. But it was good enough for groceries and that helped me. It
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot of money. It damn sure wasn't only $1,900 a month. It wasn't
Right.
even 900. In fact, it
Man.
wasn't even 300. It was less than that a month.
At one point,
Okay?
I was paying $1,000 a month. At one point,
No. It was less than $300 a month. And yeah, I don't even think it was 2. I think it was like 175. I think that's what it was. And yeah, and what I would do every month when I would spend his money because it came on a little card, little debit card, right? Little credit card. Every time I would spend it on something, I would text him, take a screenshot of it, and send it to him, so he knew this went to buy these groceries, and with the rest of this money, I bought this right here. He didn't ask me to do it. I just did it because I wanted him to understand this is what this little bit of money is paying for, and that's it. You ain't gonna come to me talking about you got some other Negro up there, you spending my money. I don't want to hear that crap.
I don't know what you're gonna do with 175 with another two.
I
And,
don't know,
and
but that's how y'all think. Y'all in general. I'm speaking generally. I'm not saying you, but
oh, no, no. I've
that's the
thought it.
first
I've
thing a
thought it.
man will
I'm not
say.
going. And then I've heard a story. And I've heard a story. Not saying the story is true, but I've heard a story that that my baby mom went to go pay somebody's phone bill, and I heard that story. Not saying the story is true. I just heard a story, but I
First
ain't
of all,
really
how the
reacted to it.
hell did they know? I mean, people kill me knowing so much about somebody else's life and what they doing. How
Well,
you know what she spent the money on?
this was somebody that was close to her. Ace Boone
But she
Coon.
gonna
Yeah,
come tell you?
yeah.
Oh my God. How two-faced is that?
But
It ain't none of your business what she's spending the money on. Oh man.
loyalty was loyalty was dead around that time. Loyalty was dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. If this person was supposed to be close to her and she came and told you that, 9 times out of 10, that mess ain't true, Dennis. I'm just here to tell you.
Well, it was never, it's kind of crazy. I think we talked about this like last year, me and Big Mom. And she was like, somebody told you that? I was like, yeah. I was like, but I never questioned you about
Did she tell you that it was wrong? Or did she just say, oh,
it. She was like, she probably was like, you probably didn't believe it because I wouldn't pay your phone bill. I
oh,
said, that was
well,
probably one of the reasons why I didn't believe
well, no, she didn't do it. Mm-mm.
it. Man.
No, she didn't do it.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
when that child support money run low, when they turn 18, that money run low, and the people who used to getting them checks every month, and that thing run out, they be upset. They can't believe and you ain't providing for your child the way you supposed to. He provided for until the child was 18. Now these celebrity ex-girlfriends that be baby mamas that be doing this be killing me. Like, you knew that this money was only gonna go to you was 18. I'm trying to figure out here, what was you expecting? Now, I'm gonna tell you what was funny about it. Earthquake, on the other hand, paid extra on his child support. He paid so much extra that he ended up stopped paying child support, I think, when the kid was 16. 16 or 17, around that age, 16, something like that. He stopped paying child support. He had to pay child support no more because he paid extra, and he kept paying extra all the time because he was always nervous that if something happened to him, he wouldn't have the money for it. He was worried about, all right, let me make sure I got the money no matter what, and I'll, just in case I lose my voice or something like that, my son's always good. Well, luckily he didn't lose his voice or nothing, but he stopped paying child support when the kid was like 16, 17, and the mom was upset. Like, how can he stop paying child support? Because he paid extra to make sure that the money would be there.
Yeah, but he said he stopped paying per the order at 16, but he still gave him money.
Right.
He still gives his
And
son money.
gave her a business.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just think men get a bad rap a lot of times. There's some deadbeat dads that don't. There's some deadbeat moms too, and then
Right.
there's some deadbeat moms that get the money and still don't take care of the children. I've
Right.
seen it, so I've seen all sides of it. But I'm just saying, in general, you cannot make the assumption that the man don't want to pay child support. You can't also make the assumption that the woman is doing everything right with that child support. You just can't. Everything is on a case by case basis. But in this case with this, that little girl, she was dead wrong. He wrong for telling her. The mom was wrong, whatever she put in the daughter's mind to make her go ask the question. The little girl wrong to tell him what she's doing with the money. And then the mama should just let her go live with the dad. If she selling all these wolf tickets, I want to go live with my dad. See, she thought that that's gonna hurt the mom enough to make the mom do what she wants the mom to do. That's
Mm-hmm.
manipulation. And see,
Mm-hmm.
she don't know a woman like me. You come tell me you want to live with your dad one too many times, I will pack up and show you the way. I'll even send you with a cab. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even have to take you. Hit a cab fare. You can get on in there, Uber, cab, whatever, and make your way on over there. Good luck.
Yep.
Cause see, I
I
know
would
me.
do. I
Ain't
would do the same
nobody
thing.
gonna take care of you like this mama right here. So you go right ahead. You think it's gonna
And
be
I just,
more
I'm,
fun?
I'm
Go
on the
ahead.
same note. I'm on the
Go
same
ahead.
note.
hmm Go ahead and do
And
it.
you get over there, think the grass is greener. AstroTurf, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. Uh,
But you know
uh,
what?
what's his Donovan said that some people start treating the kid differently when they know the money is running out. That's true. Some people treat the kid differently because they pissed at the other spouse, at the other parent. They
Yeah.
take it out on their children.
Or you got some people over there that's still in love with the other parent.
Oh,
So
honey. Mm.
and they don't get, and you honestly, um, you have to wait until they get with somebody new and actually not be in love no more for y'all to have a good relationship as parents. It takes a while. It really does takes a while. I had to see it firsthand for myself. It takes a while.
Mm. Well, yeah. Different ball game over here. Mm.
But
Different ball
you
game.
got
I'm just different. Mm-mm. Go ahead. What you saying?
you got any final words?
My final words is get yourself together. Stop trying to make other people heal you. Heal yourself. Go get you some counseling. Look in your mirror, do some mantras, some affirmations to yourself. Join a support group. Get you some good people that you could trust in your corner to mentor you or advise you. Do something to elevate your own self image and stop uh, trying to rely on your spouse or significant other to fix what's in you. They can't do that. Only you can get it done. Only you can fix you.
Only you
I,
can prevent forest fires.
well, I can tell you because I'm not gonna fix it. You come to me, you got all the messed up problems. You better handle that because we're not gonna make it. If you waiting on me to fix you, you're gonna be waiting a long time. I'm not a magician in that way. Yeah, I can bring home the bacon and fry it up in the pan, and never let you forget to romance, but I cannot fix your problems on the inside. Cannot do that. Okay? That's my final word. Fix yourself.
Well, usually I would have some good old final words for everybody, but you know something? We're in March, and this is season 3 of Did You Hear What Chocolate Said?
Thank you.
Yes, we are here to celebrate. You know something? I don't know what you're doing later on tonight, but I would like to do an episode with you later on tonight. I don't know what you're doing later. You might be busy,
No, we can
but
do it. We can do it.
okay. Yeah,
Because
I
I
like to do
didn't
an episode.
I didn't put my anniversary special out last night. I decided to
Okay.
hold back on it. So we could do it. But
Okay.
thank you. Thank you. This is gonna be season uh 4.
Start of season 4, yeah.
Yeah, this is the start of season 4.
Man.
Yay. So for you guys out there that don't know what we're talking about, I do a podcast called Did You Hear What Chocolate Said? I started it 3 years ago out on the advice of Dennis Thinkers Podcast Holmes himself. Suggested that I start one. So he helped me name it and everything. He helped me birth this show. And I'm very proud to say it's the start of the 4th season. Just finished my 3rd. It's been a blast. I'm going to continue it and just have fun with it. So if you're not following, Did You Hear What Chocolate Says? Head over to Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and like 3 or 4 other platforms, and you will find me on there. Did you hear what Chocolate said with my beautiful little picture on it? And yeah, subscribe.
Make sure y'all go subscribe. Yeah, we're gonna cook up something tonight. I'm gonna send you some ideas. We're gonna cook up something tonight. It's gonna be
All right,
good.
all
It's
right.
gonna be yeah. But yeah, that's what I had to say for my final words. So everybody out there, make sure y'all stay happy. If you got a relationship issue, try to fix it, please. I'm telling you, try to fix it. Some things
Yeah,
just need to be fixed because
yeah. Try to fix it. Hey, send those letters to the side, John. We can help you.
yes,
We're here. We're here to help.
keep sending those letters. You ain't got to put
Yeah,
your name on it. Just send the letters. I love them letters.
we're here to help.
Just here to help, and we only preach happiness around here. God bless. Great day.
Okay.